a new Westerns display. Hi, Nora.
Hi.
Can you recommend a book from this display?
Butcher's Crossing, magnificent, by the guy who wrote Stoner. I think it's a lot better than Stoner. Protagonist is a guy who's really into Emerson. He's like, I'm going to confront the truth of the natural world outside the artificiality of the cities, and he gets all he bargained for and more to a sort of harrowing and sublime degree.
What else?
I can recommend The Assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford. Did I read it? No. Have I seen the movie, which incorporates a lot of voiceover in addition to its excellent Nick Cave, Warren Ellis score? Yes. Different note, The Sisters Brothers is hilarious. Patrick DeWitt is one of the best dialogue writers currently working. This one about two brothers who are on the trail of somebody who may be able to turn mineral into gold is just funny and deadpan and odd and ultimately kind of touching and just really great. All right, so we have some Tombstone takes. Doc is about the titular Doc Holliday. He had tuberculosis. He liked killing people. He was involved in Tombstone. He was a, loyal guy who was really good at shooting guns. And he was also a dentist before that. He's a great American character. You might remember him from the movie Tombstone or other movies based on Tombstone. Speaking of which, one of my favorites on this table is Warlock, which is Tombstone by a different name. Everybody from the story is there. They all have different names. It's a really compelling Western. It's a great portrait of the time and place. It is one of Thomas Pynchon's favorite Westerns, which might be a recommendation to you, but if it's not, don't worry about it. It's fine. But speaking of being sort of postmodern, we have Michael Ondaatje. This is one of his early books. He wrote In the Skin of a Lion and The English Patient, things like that. He's a Sri Lankan Canadian writer. This is sort of a mix of poetry and pseudo letters, writing. It's very meta, it's very elegant. It is really compelling. I read it many years ago, it stayed with me. I'm glad to see it on the table. And finally, if you just want to do the ultimate Western and a great American novel and one of my favorite books, Lonesome Dove. It's an epic, it's great. It's a big Western landscape. Everyone within the story has these very small, petty paths that interact with each other. And just set against this sort of panorama of the West, you have all the horrors of the time, you have the beauty of the time. You'll care about it. I got fired from a job almost once because I was reading it on the clock. You shouldn't do that, but you could. You'll want to. And that's my Western recommendations.
Thank you so much, Nora.
You're welcome.